All right, guys, this is how we're going to shoot for is we have these landing page groupings, right? So I can say our blog, our link landers, and we can see exactly where the traffic is coming from the source and the landing page. This is what we're shooting for, is to be able to say, hey, how our resources for our organization, how are they doing? We've had this many sessions. We've had this many percentage of our total sessions, the number of leads and the conversion rate thereof. But then also, how are we trending? Are we going up or down or left or right? How are things happening? And then being able to drill in one step deeper. So if we want to say, hey, how's our Looker Studio doing? How is it doing on Google? And now what are our highest converting leads? There we go. So this is what we're shooting for. And now let's hop into it. And just in case you're like, who's this guy? My name is JJ Reynolds. I'm the CEO over at visionlabs.com. And we're going to be talking about the landing page categorization, right? So let's just hop into Looker Studio and see how we can categorize things. So I've already got a data source here prepped with BigQuery data using GA4 export. If you have not yet, go join the lab at visionlabs.com/lab, where you can go check out how we're going to build these. It's super sweet. Would recommend that. Okay, so here we have something really basic. We've got landing page, we've got sessions, we've got leads, we've got 90% video views, right? So someone who's viewed a video 90%. What we want to do is we want to categorize this and say, was this a blog that brought people in? So we can kind of get a better sense of, is it blogs? Is it our articles? Is it something else? And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So the first thing I want to do is we're going to use something that's called a case statement. Go to visionlabs.com/blog/regex, and you can get that. I'll put all these links down in the description down below, so do not worry about that. And you'll see how we can actually do this for the case statements and the regex. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open up our data source. We're going to add a new field. All right. And it's going to be a calculated field. So here is our landing page, right, on this left side. And I'm keeping it in the background just so I can see it, right? And so now what we're going to do is we're going to create a case statement. So without further ado, I'm going to type case and then when. That's how a case statement works, is case, when, and then. I know, then. And then you can put yourself, when this is true, right, then do this over here. And so what I want to say is, like, when the landing page, right, and then I'm going to write this in words first, contains the word blog. Then we want to call it blog page. All right. Well, let's now make this into an actual statement. I'm just going to use a simple contains text of landing page and blog. All right. So now you've already got that. Ta-da. Then this. So now we have when contains text, landing page has the word blog in it. We're then going to call it a blog page. We also have another site that's you can see up here as that's lookerstudio.vip. So I'm going to actually categorize that also. So we're going to do when, and I'm going to use a different type. So when landing page, just because I know a few different things. So for example, this lookerstudio.vip/links page is like one of those link catchers, right? So what I want to do is I want to categorize those as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do when landing page equals, and I'm going to actually just type this out. So lookerstudio.vip/links/. Then I'm going to call this a link lander. All right. And then I'm going to do when landing page, and I'm going to do contains text again to keep things simple. Actually, let's do a different one. Let's do regex contains, right? When the regex contains, and if you're not familiar with regex contains, you basically have a field and then you have a regex statement that you're going to run against it. Okay, so landing page is what we're looking for. And then we want to look and say, if it says looker studio.google and then .com, I'm going to put .star here at the end. So if it matches this, .star is literally for anything. So if it starts, let me just put a little caret here, which is technically regex match, but it's okay. Let's actually change this to match. All right, so when it's matched with this exact statement, meaning it starts with an L, then has all of these characters, and then has a .star at the end, meaning anything can follow it, then it's going to be a Looker Studio report, because we have a bunch of those. And then let's see what else we have here. So this is kind of where you can kind of go investigating here. We have Circle. So circles are where we manage all of the members for the lab. So I'm going to go with to also put this in here. So when we go to when landing, and I'm going to do again, this is do contains text, contains underscore text. When the landing page contains circle, then we know that it's a login page, right? And that's probably our members. Let's go with this. When that contains that, then members. All right, and let's just do one more here just to show you. I typed in when, and then I'm going to show you, let's just actually keep it there. Here's a pro tip, right? Is that if you're going to do this, put else, and then return other, all right, or non-defined, and then end. So now we have our case statement, right? You might have skipped through some of this, but right here, case when contains text, landing page this. We then have landing page equals this. We then have all of these things. I can also make another one. Let's make one more here, just so we have it. So if we do visionlabs.com/links, we also have that. And I'm going to hit save now. Green arrow down here, which I don't know why they make this so tiny. Hit save. We're going to call this landing grouping. All right. And now, guys, we can start to see the magic come together. All right. So hit done. We now are going to, we have this up here, our land. Let me make this a little bigger here. So we've got our landing page up here with our kind of KPIs. We've got sessions. We've got generate leads. We've got, let me just rename these. So we got leads. We've got 90% video views. And let's do one more just so I think I have scroll in here. I think we built that out. Nope, we do not. Hold on 1 second, please. So you got video views. Let's just do, say, started video. You can use whatever you want. Again, we show you to do this all in the lab, so do not worry at all. Okay, so here we go. We've got this. Now what I want to show you is our other one. So I'm going to put this down here just for the sake of keeping things like easily identifiable. We're going to want to turn cross filtering on. And what we're going to do is we're going to change this to our landing grouping. There it is right there. And so now our landing grouping is going to summarize all of these landing pages. And here we go. So we have 2,366 sessions that came from non-defined landing. We then have blog pages, which come from there. You can see here how each of those are performing. We then have the landers and we have the members logging in. As you can see, no one from the login page has done anything because they were logging in, folks. And now if you wanted to get this even more honed in, you can click on this non-defined and it will filter this down here. So let's go see what we have over here. We have resources, right? That could be a whole thing. Let's just add that in. So now if you want to add this in, you come over here, we find our landing grouping, and we can just add one more line, right? So we can come in here when this contains this. And let's just do contains text when the landing page contains resources. Then it's going to be a resource page. I know, that's wild. A little bit of a little green dot, hit update, hit done, and then we'll just wait for this to refresh, which might take 1 to 2 minutes. And here we go. So now we have a resource page. And so what you can do is you can kind of use this to categorize all of your different pages, right? So I know that Looker Studio .vip is a blog. So like we might want to just say that's a blog. And so if you want to include something else with different logic, so all of lookerstudio.vip down here is a blog. And so what we can actually do, knowing that, is we can copy this blog page, one right here, and then make it say when the landing page contains lookerstudio.vip, then it's a blog. And you might be saying to yourself, wait a second, but wouldn't this match and this match? And that is my point exactly. So what you can actually do is these operate in sequence, meaning it matches line 1, then line 2, then line 3, then line 4, etc., etc. So if you can put this down here, if this contains lookerstudio.vip with a / or whatever else, then we also know it's a blog page. And so I'm just going to call this the Looker Studio blog. And so then that way we have the blog. So I can call this like Vision Labs blog. And then we have the Looker Studio VIP blog. And we've got all the blogs here categorized for like super actionability. Obviously, that's not a term, but you get the idea. So here we go. So now we've got members login. Non-defined is going to be probably mostly thank you pages, right? It's going to be, it's our lab course sales page. We've got our actual content here. I'm not going to take all the time to dive through all of this, but now you have something here that you can easily look at and say, okay, how are these doing? What we can then layer in here is a conversion rate. So what I'm going to do is create a new field just here. And what we're going to do is we're going to sum the generate lead. And then we're going to divide that by the sum of sessions. All right. And so now what we're going to have is we are going to turn this into a conversion rate. And we're going to call this lead conversion rate. And we're going to hit apply on this. And so now you can see the different conversion rates here. And I'm going to get rid of these video ones. I thought I was going to do something else with that, but we ended up going a different path here. And so now we have a conversion rate by each of these different sources. And if we take this exact same concept, all right, and now this might look a little bit ugly, but I'm going to clean it up here in a sec. And we put this down here. And now we put in our session source, and then also our session medium, right? And now we've got a real spicy take, folks. Okay, so here's our conversion rates down here. Let's just make this something a little bit more stylistic. I'm going to come over here to the right, and we're going to change the metric number 3 into a bar chart with some pizzazz with the number. If you want to copy something onto another thing in Looker Studio, hit Command C and then Command Option V. Well, it didn't work, so never mind. You right click and then you can say special paste and style only, and then it will copy and paste that style for you. So now we have the conversion rates by all of our different types of pages. We also have it by all of our different sources. But the beauty of this is, what if we wanted to just look for YouTube, all right? So we just want to say, hey, how is our YouTube traffic? Well, Looker Studio wants to put out a little bit of a fight here. So how is our YouTube traffic doing, right? We've got this many sessions, this many leads. I can then click on YouTube. You then can see, okay, people are going to the link lander and then they're generating a lead. And the next question that you have, remember, always use the Looker Studio or your data visualization strategy of what is the next question, right? How much traffic are we like sending in different places? And so what you can actually do is you can add in more metrics if you'd like here of saying the percentage of volumes. Let me just show you how to do that really quickly. It's going to not like me here for a second. So if you actually come over here to sessions, and you can change this to comparison of the percentage of total. And now you have the percentage of total sessions. And so it's really nice because what we can do at a glance now is we can say for YouTube, 47% of traffic goes to the link lander, right? And for Google, for example, which is organic, we have 52% going to the Vision Labs blog and 38% going to the Looker Studio blog. As you can see, the conversion rate here is much better for this. And then if you want to drill in even further and say, okay, which ones are doing this the best for this down here? And let me just show you how we can do this really fast. This is more tactics. You know, people can make beautiful dashboards, but I really want to make it actionable for you. And that's the goal here, right, is actionability. And so now we've got Google, that's our traffic source. We can then say, I want to look at the Vision Labs blog. And now down here, we can see what are our top converting blogs. And look at this one. Let me just do this out the wazoo here. The Looker Studio templates is a 3.25% conversion rate from organic traffic. That is a pretty sweet conversion rate for organic. Not going to say it's not. We then have the manifest path right here. We then have UTMs in Facebook, and you can see the conversion rates right here. And so this really does allow you, from a content standpoint within Looker Studio, to easily drill down into exactly what you're asking. Do you want to say, okay, who's utilizing resources? Where are they coming from? Click on that. Okay, we now have the YouTube traffic. We have direct as the highest, then YouTube. than Google. And we can see here, if we want to sort by leads of volume or even conversion rate by highest conversion rate, YouTube is coming in here. So, hey, go check that out. And you can see pretty much everything. Now, the bonus tip that if you stuck around to this 15-minute mark is you can actually then trend this. So now we've got our few things up here. I wonder if it will let me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. If it will not let me turn off row numbers and turn off pagination. And I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. So just so we've got that there. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to add in a time series chart. And I just want to put two different metrics. Don't come for me, anybody here, because I know that the data visualization people will be out here up in droves. Okay, so here we have the number of sessions, right, and the number of leads. So I'm going to just rename these to sessions and leads. All right. Again, this is all coming from BigQuery, so like it should be pretty fast because we've already done the data prep on this. All right. Let me just hit reset on this bad boy and we'll be off to the races. Okay. The one last thing we're going to do is we're going to change this to the right axis for the second series. And again, this is where people are about to be real spicy because this is controversial in the data visualization world. Okay. So, what do we got, folks? First things up is we can start at the top. Let me go to view mode. This is about to get so good. Okay. So here at the top, we have the landing page grouping. So I can say, hey, I want to look at the Vision Labs blog. What are we doing? We got 1,100 sessions, doing pretty sweet. Here's our distribution of leads by source for the blog. Oh, hey, Google's crushing it. Okay. But then if we look at the link lander, we can see we only had 127, but we got hot dog. We got 33 leads coming in from this link lander. That's almost the same thing as the entire blog, which has a much lower conversion rate of 3% versus 25% there. And now we can come down here and say, all right, let's look at these landing pages. How are they all doing? Let's sort by conversion rate. Ooh, some of these are wildly high, right? Because you're going to have these, but this links page is crushing it. And so now what you can easily do is say, I want to see the blog. I also want to see the Looker Studio page, right? And now what you have is you have the ability to say, okay, here are all the landing pages. Here's Looker Studio. Here's the blog. And here's the trend. How's the traffic doing over here, folks? We're not doing bad. It's up and down week over week. It's okay. And now you've got a little command station. We can spruce this up, right? There's not like, I'm sure we could always come in here and do some more. So like if I wanted to put a number of leads, right? So like here we could do leads, but it's one of those things that's water under the bridge in my personal opinion. So now we've got leads, et cetera, et cetera. So this all comes to fruition because we've done really good on our data collection side using Tag Manager, GA4, BigQuery, and all the data prep that goes into that. But I just wanted to give you an example of how you can categorize your content using a case statement. And I'll put all of this stuff in the links down below so you have that. All right. I hope this has been fun, and I'll talk to you later.